Hello friends, welcome to Bug's YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. We find ourselves in Cuervo, New Mexico. Please do us a big favor, like, share, and subscribe. Cuervo is Spanish for crow or raven. Cuervo is located in Guadalupe County. It's located approximately 16 miles east of Santa Rosa on Interstate 40 or Old Route 66. Cuervo is nearly a ghost town. It was split in half when I-40 was built. It has a population of approximately 50 residents. Cuervo consists of 4 streets and nearly all structures are abandoned and falling apart. Ready to explore it? Let's do it.
Hello my friends, welcome. Happy to have you. Today we are in Cuervo, New Mexico, just east of Santa Rosa. So we're going to try to explore this little ghost town, try to check out some of these buildings, houses. Most of them are abandoned. I think I saw maybe 2 or 3 that might be occupied, but for the most part they're all vacant. That house over there that I just pointed at, I'm gonna check it out here in a little bit. But let's look at this house first. You can see the ceiling is almost gone. Interesting how the wall is plastered that has fallen, but it's got those little strips of wood. That never seen that before in a construction of a house. It looks like that's the wall, and then they plastered it. The plaster is already fallen off. This is one of the first houses you see when you come into the little ghost town of Cuervo. So we're gonna explore some of these houses, as many as I can. I won't be able to get to all of them, and I'm gonna focus primarily on the south side of the freeway, although there are a few of them on the north side of the freeway. It is kind of windy, not real bad, but there is some wind. I've been here a few times. Every time I come here, I do remember there used to be more like old vehicles. Look at this old stove. There used to be like more old vehicles just scattered. But they're not. You don't see them anymore. They must have removed them. It's a little stove. This is the outside. You can see I-40. So this is the building I was pointing toward. It reminds me, yeah, there's, you can just see opened. But this little building reminds me like a box train. But it's not. This was built out of wood. It's not real big. Falling apart like the rest of the buildings here. Anyways, Cuervo is this little creepy ghost town that has a history of alleged paranormal activities. Some people have posted some of that on YouTube, and we'll see what we find. Not watch this building falling apart. I just gotta watch myself. Made out of wood, and it looks like it was also plastered. This little house here is kind of interesting. I noticed that they did paint some of the stuff that was in the front. It was kind of creepy. It had some religious, kind of dark theme to the drawings. Looks like they painted white on them, and since then they've painted over. That church on the side of it is the church that was built in 1915, known as Santo Niño Catholic Church. There's some history on that church, and I'll tell you a little more about that in a little bit. Kind of interesting house. What does this say? People are always changing, and it's the curse of love that we need to change with them or get left behind. Very poetic. Got a nice stove. Look, take another look at this building, at this room before I leave. Looks like this house was made out of adobe and then plastered. You can see the adobe on the wall there. A lot of debris. This stuff has, this old furniture scattered. It's probably been here forever. You can see the adobe. Anyways, that church next to this building is locked. It's got a big door. In 2014, KRQE made a story on that church, and also a house just east of Santa Rosa that I just came from, and I'll be posting that video. And this is I call it the perverted house, and basically they found trophy. They call it trophy rooms, where people were hanging female garments like underwear and bras, and they anyways, the guy that found him, called, notified the state police, and they started this church here in Cuervo, and then someone moved them to that house by Santa Rosa. Everything, they moved it over there, and I just came from there, and there was some bras hanging on the wall. Found some stuff, so you may want to check it out. So that made news in 2014. Sometimes you find these little dark secrets, these little towns, things that go on. Anyways, we're exploring this area here. It looks like there's a concrete foundation where there might have been some buildings. There's a lot of debris, just like all kinds of shit. And then there's this little garage, or there's some stuffed animals. This little garage. I don't know what it was, but there's a lot of stuff. Like I imagine they used it as storage. There's some bags of cement, and there's a lot of stuff here. I'm not touching anything. But a lot of this stuff looks like, from the 70s, 80s. I mean, you can see some floppy disks. They were used for computers to save data. And there's a cartridge also used for saving data on the computers. Check out this, and you can see the concrete foundations where there used to be some more buildings that they probably demolished, and then so you can see what's over here. Just a pile of wood. I'm not sure what role this played. Check out over here on this side. What's over here? Looks like some water tanks that are real high. Must be a well here. There was an outhouse over there. Interesting. There looks like two garages over there. Look in here. Looks like a lot of furniture, a lot of items here. I think this house is also made out of adobe. Looks like the original furniture, man, from way back. There's a bed, so it must have been a bedroom. I've been here maybe twice previously to now, and I have never encountered anyone. It's always like there's no one here. And today's the same case. Check out these two little houses here. Also made out of adobe. We'll try to go inside. There's a heater. Boiler over there. It's just like old furniture. Probably original from when this was, when people were living here. And this is the other garage or whatever it is. They were using it also for storage. So there's a lot of stuff here. Muffler. A bed. All kinds of stuff. It's a box. An old computer screen. It's just a lot of personal things. I think at one time these doors had a lock. You can see. Not secured anymore. Check out this house. See what's inside. I'm not sure what this is. But it's right on the front prior to going in the yard, the front yard. You gotta be careful, man. I try to really be careful, make sure there's no snakes or some of these floors are they're not real sturdy, so I don't want to fall through. Interesting house. I think this house is made out of wood. You can see the similar walls like the other house. It had like this strip of wood to cover the wall. On the wall and the ceiling. Interesting. It's an old stove. So I'm not sure if this was the kitchen or what. Let's check out further inside. Must be a bedroom of some kind. Barrel. Looks like it's still closed. All these buildings are weathered, falling apart. Check out this house. See what's inside. Looks like this house was made out of adobe. Fixer-upper, huh? Some of the old furniture. This room is really falling apart. You can see some rock actually. So this house might be made out of rock. Pretty good job. All these rooms they don't look real big. And you really don't see any like closet space. Check out this house here. Interesting. All these houses were built differently. Cinder block. Yeah, some parts are cinder block and other parts are like rock or adobe. I can't really tell. It's a kitchen. There's a stove and the sink, kitchen sink. MFCF. There's some steps for upstairs. Attic. Let's check it out, man. I don't want to fall. Yes, it's real low. Attic. A lot of mouse droppings and clothing. She got this house. You know, I'm not gonna get to all of them. I'm just gonna do a few, the ones that look more interesting. This one is a little hard to get to. All the overgrown vegetation. Kind of gives you an idea what these houses look like inside. Looks like it's made out of adobe. Might be the kitchen here. The Great American Adventure. You can see I-40, Interstate 40 over there. That's a very busy interstate. So I'm gonna try to make it to the house next door. If I can get to some of these, some of this vegetation is really no way to get in there without going over these. But let's check it out. Big window. I feel like a realtor. Big window. You know, a big space for a closet. Make us an offer. It's an old refrigerator. Counter for this kitchen sink. Looks like this house is made out of wood. Or maybe just the inside of walls. I don't know. Interesting, man. In a lot of these places you can still see some of the furniture that was here back when it was occupied. Okay, so we're gonna finish up here. I'm gonna show you this schoolhouse. It's made out of old rock, old style rock. It's actually really nice. They've been doing work on this house. The door is open. I'm surprised, but you can see that they're doing work inside, remodeling. There's an old stove, but you can see some of the work they've been doing. It's just building walls and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it off, and we'll see you on the next one.